Hello and welcome to another race video. This is City and Sgurr, of course, stage 5 Race the Worlds series again. I did this like 4 days ago and I wanted to have another crack at this, so I managed to just squeeze this in this morning. I had a few problems before starting this session, which was annoying, kind of made it feel a bit rushed. So the biggest one was I changed tyres on my bike, and I was tubeless tyres, and they can be a real faff to do at times. Front wheel just the tyre just wouldn't seat on it, so that took forever. Then my trainer just wouldn't connect. I had to change a cleat on my shoe, and then when it all kind of was all done, I then had to kind of quickly grab the Specialized crux for this one to use that bike. So not the most relaxed start to a Zwift session. I got set up with like 2 minutes to spare, so I didn't get a warm up, which is a little bit annoying, but it kind of all worked out okay, so can't grumble too much. First time up the gravel climb then, the north side, and every time I watched this race, and both times I've done it myself now, this first time up the climb gravel side has been really decisive. It's like splintered the group heavily and dropped people, and I think we dropped like about half of the group on this one. So pretty hard effort up this first one. It's not like crazy, but yeah, it's enough to do that to the group. And then over the top, like push over the top as well, because that like catches anyone who's like put in a big effort and now needs a rest. You can kind of catch those kind of napping a little bit. So yeah, push over the top here, and then I get a feather, so I don't get an anvil here. So as I go down the descent, just mindful that I need to push a bit on this and like not just use it as recovery, to make sure that I stay with anyone who's on a road bike and anyone who's got an anvil, and anyone, a combination of that, who's on a road bike and has an anvil. And second time up the gravel climb, use my feather, try and make it a bit easier, and helped kind of splinter the group a bit. And I think we dropped like 1 or 2 people off this group as well on this time. Again, it wasn't like kind of crazy pace, but it's still enough like to feel it, and enough to kind of lose a couple of people off this pack and thin it down just that little bit more. And then again, same as before, like push over the top and maybe you can kind of catch someone napping. Maybe people need a rest now, second time up. So push over the top, and then this time we get an anvil. And unlike the first time I did this race, when I used an anvil, I just like coasted, and other people like pressed on whilst they were using the anvil, and that just opened up a huge gap. So this time I'm kind of mindful that I need to stay on the gas whilst I'm using the anvil, and that seems to kind of work out pretty okay. In fact, I actually get some kind of pretty good speed down this with the anvil. I was kind of surprised that being on the gravel bike, I thought I'd kind of find it hard to get much speed, but yeah, it does okay. Okay, back up the road climb again for the last time, and at the top here, I was starting to really feel this, and I was starting to kind of see the difference. And I'm assuming some of these guys are on a road bike, and with them like using their feathers here, started to see kind of a bit of a gap open up, and I have to kind of work quite hard to stay with them. And I think that there was we caught up a guy that we lapped as well, and that kind of caused a little bit of confusion for me. I wasn't sure if like I could kind of rest, yeah, this guy here, I thought maybe I could kind of rest a bit, sit on his wheel, and then I realised no, I can't. He's like not in contention, so press on and rejoin this group, and hopefully like catch them and like be okay. I'm hoping the kind of descent will kind of be a chance for me to kind of better recovery for this last climb. Okay, final go up the gravel side now. So it's like do or die time. I was feeling like pretty knackered at this point, but I'm also aware like this is probably like the best chance I've got to win this this stage, or any stage really, but this stage. So yeah, kind of try and play it as kind of slightly tactically. So I want to stay with the group at the front, but I also don't want to push too hard. So at this point, I'm just thinking like, yeah, sit in and like try and take it as easy as possible. Then the front three start to kind of push on a bit, so I have to kind of put in an effort to make sure I don't fall off those guys too far. So push here and get on with those guys, and then I still saving my feathers a bit. In a couple of turns later, I want to use the feather on. So get on with these guys, and then still try and kind of get a bit of recovery. And my heart rate's getting a little bit high. I am like really starting to feel this now. So this next section, I don't want to use the feather here because it goes like up, then it flattens off, then up again. So it's not a kind of great time to use the feather. And there might even actually be a kind of tiny bit of downhill on this. So yeah, not a great time to use the feather. But I'm also at this point, I'm noticing, oh man, these guys, they're really strong. This is like some really stiff competition. Yeah, look, it goes down like -5%. So yeah, definitely not a place to use the feather. So round this next corner is where I want to use the feather. And if I was feeling better, if I was feeling like stronger, I would have definitely liked to have put in a real attack here. But when it came to it, I just wasn't really feeling it. So I use my feather, do what I can, but it's not. You can see like it's not very much. And those guys are they're really strong. So I'm pushing. What am I doing? Like 6 and a bit watts per kilo is that? Yeah, like just barely like 5-6 watts per kilo. And this is like really hurt. I see my heart rate's kind of climbing up. The sweat is like absolutely dripping off me. But I'm just thinking, there's like only like a minute and a bit to go, so like hang on as best I can. But these guys, yeah, just really strong. And here they start to kind of get away, and I was thinking, oh man, I don't know if I can. Don't think I can hang with them. So final like push here, and I'm aware that like this corkscrew bit, this 260, 270 degree bit. If I can just get over that, it's if I can just stay with them over that, then I can kind of maybe have a go at a sprint. But it just all starts to kind of like get away from me now. So I think like as we get to like this this orange like tent thing, I'm like, oh man, I've got nothing left. I'm done. And then a few sort of getting past me. Yeah, I've got like nothing here. So I've got 7. I get up to 7 there, kind of briefly, and then it just all bottoms out. It's just all gone. Game over. Slight little push here, but I can see these guys are kind of creeping up on me, thinking, oh, that's it, I'm done. So there's no point not kind of going crazy and killing myself at that point. It's all, I'm not getting first, so yeah, that's as good as it's going to get. So 5th place again. That's the second time I got 5th on this course. I did a slightly faster time this time, not by a huge amount. I think it was by like 40 seconds actually, so not inconsiderable. But yeah, 5th place again, so like no improvement. I think that was like my best chance to win this stage. I don't know about any stage, but best chance to win on this stage, and maybe best chance to win a Z race stage. But my like energy just disappeared at the end there, so yeah, unfortunately just couldn't kind of deliver. But still it's such a cool race to do. It's like 3 like really hard efforts and 2 yeah kind of pretty hard efforts, but it's those 3 gravel climbs that kind of really get you. But still, yeah, good fun to do. It's a shame this series. This has been a really good series. I really enjoyed this Race the World series. Been some great courses on this. So yeah, that's probably about the size of it. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.